Well, hi everyone. I'm WFA Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkus. All quiet here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area right now. There is one tornado-warned storm out in Palo Pinto County. This is the Brazos River that you're seeing here. The storm right now, it's weakened, so I don't see any rotation with this anymore. I'd be shocked if this isn't canceled early. This is one of those situations where we have these thunderstorms that roll in, and let me just kind of go back just a moment. We had some new data that came in around an hour or so ago. The National Weather Service launches balloons twice a day. They launched some balloons. They launched the balloon, the afternoon balloon. It came back in. It showed a little more low-level rotation within the atmosphere. And what that showed us was we had the potential here across Dallas-Fort Worth and across North Texas of seeing a brief spin-up tornado. That would be a tornado that would be on the ground for a minute or two or three that could produce some 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. It would be an EF0, which would be no different than a thunderstorm that would have some straight line winds. The damage would be the same, but damage is damage. And I say this, I've said this for years, whether the storm is rotating or whether it's a straight line wind. So I certainly don't want you to take this too lightly at all. But this type of situation tonight lends itself to a thunderstorm that could produce some straight line winds or maybe one of these brief spin-ups. And that was the concern, and that's why this tornado warning storm was issued for Palo Pinto County. Now, this is Parker County. Here's Palo Pinto, so it's over on the Palo Pinto side, of course, until 6:30. Right now, though, the rotation with this has broadened out. It's weakened enough where I'm not concerned any longer about a thunderstorm producing a tornado right now in Palo Pinto County, even though technically the warning goes for another 15 minutes or so. But if you live in this area, if you live in Mineral Wells, you're going to have a pretty good thunderstorm moving toward you in the next 15, 20 minutes or so. Let's put a quick track on this. And this is most likely where we have some nickel size hail. The hail reports I've had out there is just pea size. Could it be up to nickel size or quarter size? Absolutely it could, but I have no confirmation of that right now. So in Mineral Wells, it says 621, so that's pretty close because the forward speed on these, they're moving off to the northeast at about 30 to 35, maybe up to 40 miles an hour. But if it holds together, there's Grayford at 630, Salesville at 633. Witt 641, Perrin at 646, and Joplin at 656. So that's the latest on this storm right now. Let's widen out just a little bit. Let me show everyone what else is taking place. See this line of storms? It's up here in Montague County, kind of just scattered up here. And if we could almost draw a line right here, this whole line will be in Weatherford in about 1 hour. Okay, so that's 7:15. It'll be in Fort Worth around 8:15, 8:30 or so. It'll be in the Dallas-Fort Worth around, we'll call it 9:30-ish, give or take. So each county is 30 miles across. So these storms, although the individual cells are racing off to the northeast at about 30 to 40 miles an hour, the entire line is shifting off to the east at about 30 miles an hour. So just do the math. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, and we can come up with our conclusions that we have. So that's when these storms will arrive. Now, the leading edge of these storms, that's the concern with the brief spin-ups that I just described, and also with maybe up to some quarter-size hail. So the gusty winds and also the quarter-size hail, that's the concern. Once this initial line or the leading edge of the storms rolls through your area, the tornado warning has just been canceled. So there we go. We no longer have a tornado warning. So once that initial line rolls through, then you're just looking at some rain. Now, it's like this morning, I saw all the comments on social media this morning. Everybody was concerned about all the lightning. I know there was a ton of lightning strikes across the area this morning, and there were a number of house fires, most likely caused by lightning strikes. So that's the concern as we head through tonight. That initial line triggering some severe thunderstorms, right? Or maybe a brief spin up like we just saw in Palo Pinto County. And then on the backside of those storms, they're going to produce some rain, and some of that rain could create some ponding on area roads. It's Friday night. Folks are heading out here shortly. So my point to telling you all this is I just want you to be weather aware tonight. I want you to have a way to receive warnings. And man, when you head out tonight to go do whatever it is, dinner, hang out with the friends or whatever, please know as it's raining, we could certainly have some ponding on area roads. We're going to have that tonight. So just drive carefully as the night moves along. So that's what we have right now. Let's go to the next element that we have here in the show, because I believe that is our severe thunderstorm watch. That's until midnight tonight. It's interesting that it doesn't include Collin County okay? But it does include Dallas County, Rockwall County, Kaufman County, Dallas, Tarrant, Denton County, Cook County, and all locations off to the west. That's until midnight tonight, and it's for what I just described, the winds and also the hail. Then you throw in some heavy rain. We had anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches of rain today across the area. Dallas, Fort Worth, and east, we have a flood watch in effect. That's in effect 7 o'clock technically, but why not throw it in now? So it goes now and through tomorrow morning. That's what we have happening. So here's the thunderstorm. I mean, literally, there are 0 severe thunderstorms other than the one in Palo Pinto County that has weakened, and that's certainly good news. But I'm not going to rule out more being issued as we head through tonight. So again, that's why I want you to have a way to receive warnings and keep it right here on WFA and WFA Plus for the latest. That's the latest. There's the rain. That's 8 o'clock. You can see 9 o'clock. Now, when does this exit the Metroplex? 10:30-ish or so, 11 o'clock. It's on the east side. And then as we move through the midnight hour, there we are. Everything's out of here at that point for the Metroplex and west. And then the Metroplex is most likely dry by 3 o'clock in the morning, but we'll have some rain in areas to the east of Dallas at 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. By about 7 o'clock in the morning, all of North Texas is 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. All of North Texas is dry. Then we have a little bit of a break, maybe a couple spotty showers around tomorrow morning, especially early in the morning. Then by noon, you might even see a few peaks of sunshine. Watch what happens. Then as the afternoon moves along, the rain coverage just goes up, okay? There's 3 o'clock. So we get a bit of a break tomorrow morning, let's say 9, 10 o'clock until around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then watch what happens. Here's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. See how more rain moves in? And I've talked to folks throughout the week, and they're like the Cattle Barons Ball, for example. You have your big event tomorrow night, and they were wondering earlier in the week, should they have a tent? And I said, absolutely, get the tent, because look at the rain. The models have been consistent all week. Now, will it rain exactly at that location? Well, I wish we had the technology to say that. And if anyone ever tells you that, yeah, I can forecast a week in advance, a pinpoint at that location, got some land to sell you. That's what I'm confident in saying that. There's 5 o'clock. Here's 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow. That's in the evening. 9 o'clock, we're starting to dry out. So 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon till around 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow night, we'll have some showers across the area. Then we dry out. Then the clouds just roll back in overnight. We start Sunday with some clouds. And you're going to wake up and you're going to, hey, looks like it's going to rain. Well, it won't. I don't have any rain in my forecast on Sunday. Matter of fact, I have some sunshine in my forecast as we head through Sunday afternoon. So let me go to my forecast in detail for tonight. The forecast tonight across North Texas is this way. Rain becomes widespread. We'll have some thunderstorms around. Some of that rain will be heavy. It'll be breezy too. Some of those thunderstorms could turn severe. 64 is the low tonight. During the day tomorrow, scattered rain is possible throughout the day, especially those times that I just detailed with you. Breezy at times. We hit 76 tomorrow. There's the next 14 days. Sunday's dry, late afternoon sunshine. Monday, Tuesday in the 70s, it's nice. Wednesday, Thursday, next week in the 60s. Halloween, 70 degrees. That's the high temperature on Halloween. And then as we look at the final 7 of the 14 days, next weekend, beautiful, beautiful weekend. It's the time change, fall back, daylight saving time ends, standard time begins. And then as we follow the week after that, the week of Monday, November 3rd, temperatures mid to upper 70s, touching 80 one day.